Triple B's Tees offer custom shirts and logo designs for all your apparel and merchandise needs, offering a variety of shirts, hats, hoodies, tumblers, and koozies. Triple B's will work with you one-on-one to personalize and perfect your logo. With over 5 years in the business, 20 years in the sport, they live for Demolition Derby.
Chunk and his crew can bring your imagination to realization with zero limitations. So for all your badass tees, choose Triple B's.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast. What do you think?
Woo!
What a ride.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get a car fix so you could go live last night at Shelby County Fair 2024. Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Congratulations, Austin Schaefer.
Yes. Congrats.
Let's start there.
Yep. Mr. Austin took his hot stock car that he had for the team show for Salisbury earlier in the year. He got to add some stuff and all them goodies, and I kind of said he was in the right place at the right time. With the guys that were there for that class, I think he knew. Well, I didn't think. He knew there was going to be some shit going down.
Oh yeah, let's. That's going to take a minute to cover. Let's start at the bottom of this. Let's start with the stock cars.
Hobo stock cars.
Yeah.
First time runner, Mr. Scott Gander. Wiley veterans. You know, TJ Johns bringing old iron.
Yep. Kayla Johns.
His wife Kayla bringing old iron. Scott and Box Ford.
Yep. Kevin LaFoe.
Yep. Metric GM.
His boy.
And Lincoln.
Yep.
And then there was another old boy I'd never heard of.
Yeah. That's that Christopher.
No, there was Tyler. That's right. There was Tyler, and then there was a guy's name I really even couldn't pronounce. 819.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He drew short stick real quick.
He did.
And Garrett Baker.
Back in Hobo.
Yep.
He's tried it once.
Uh-huh.
He tried it at Paris.
Yeah, he's got a little different setup this time.
Correct. Yeah.
Because that's a 383.
Don't know what happened.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, it broke the bolts off the yoke on the back of it and spit the drive shaft out.
That sucks.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I think whenever it let go, it broke the yoke at the tail shaft too.
Not.
I was standing right there videoing, and he wah, and I was like, "Yeah, you're done." Stop. I was like, "Look out your door." But they got rowdy.
They did. Nothing really is too crazy. It was controlled rowdiness, I would put that.
Yeah, but it looked like a blast. I mean, seriously, it looked like a fun heat to run.
Yes. Yeah. I liked it to the point where, I mean, the sportsmanship was great.
Oh, dude.
Everybody got out, high-fiving and shaking hands, and I think it looked like everybody had a hell of a good time. Like I said.
I took a good old ass chewing over that class.
A good old ass chewing over that class. Did you get called a cocksucker?
Oh, yeah. Felt like I was back on the dirt.
Awesome.
Like,
well, you were on the dirt.
Yeah, but I wasn't officially. No. You know that I know Scott. Mm-hmm. I know TJ. I know pretty much everybody that was on the track. Scott's first time in a car by himself.
Yes.
Driving. Mm-hmm. Like, first time.
Dude, with a first-time rider.
Yeah.
In with him.
So they run it down and there was like 4 cars left. Mm-hmm. And he pulled up to where I was videoing, and I looked at him. We made eye contact, and I gave him the finger twist. I said, "It's time to turn it around."
Yep.
And he looked at me again, and I pointed toward TJ's car. TJ had the best car. Mm-hmm. I get off the dirt after we had finished, and I videoed the compact class, and then I went back up on the stage, and I was standing there talking. This dude was just fucking mean-mugging me. And Teddy's like, what the fuck's going on? Teddy was standing there, and Rick Hammond, and Trey Hammond. And finally, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because I could hear him, like, mumbling and talking shit over in the corner. I was like, what the fuck? And he goes, well, you're a fucking official. You shouldn't be out there telling people how to drive. I was like, you stupid fuck.
Does it look like I have a fucking yellow shirt on right now?
I said, I had a phone in my hand. I said, I was doing a live feed. Well, you just do whatever the fuck you want. I said, yeah, I'm about to slap the fuck out of you. And he looked at me and said something, and I said, shut the fuck up. And he's like, well, I don't want to fight. I was like, then shut the fuck up.
Yes.
And he said one more thing, and I said, dude, shut your goddamn mouth and get the fuck over there. I said, or I'm going to knock you off this fucking stage.
You didn't tell me that last night. Because... okay, this...
well, dude, I even, like, if the fucking idiot would have been watching me, I was helping whoever I was standing in front of. You know?
Correct. Yeah. Well, after last episode, said I was going to go watch. Well...
Wrong.
I got a message Wednesday or Thursday, one of them, Wednesday. And it was from Mr. Huff. He said, I'm in a spot. Can you help me? And as soon as I read it, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I said, let me guess. You need me to announce Saturday. He said, yeah. He said, my guy got to replace you. Can't be there. I said, let me talk to the wife. We've got family in. So we talked. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I did tell him, I said, you know how much shit I'm going to catch from everybody? And he said, yeah, I know, but I appreciate it.
Well, I told him we're going to have to quit going to his shows because people think we're fucking working for him.
Put me on a payroll?
No, I'm
a
out.
greedy bitch. I got flights to fucking pay for.
I don't care. I'm out. Because then I'm back into a headache with no fucking gain.
That'd be right. But they turned it up. You know, for what that hobo class is.
Yeah.
It's very minimal. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can do the motor swap.
I think that hobo is 6 plates, 2 down tubes. Or is it 4 plates?
I think it's 4. I think it's only 4 plates.
Okay, 4 plates, 2 down tubes, any 5 lug, lower cradle.
Yeah, no bracing, no protectors.
No replica bumpers, I don't think either. Maybe.
I think there was, because I think TJ had one.
Okay.
I think he might have had like a 76 replica or something like
that. But it's light. It's on
very
the
light. Yeah.
It's on the lighter end of things. But Kevin LaFoe was turned all the way up off the rip.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna guess, the metric is probably dead.
I talked to him. He said that this was going to be its last show. He said, "I'm fucking done with it."
It needed to be its last show
because everybody was
all fucked.
Everybody was giving the loader operator shit because of the way they picked it up, and he's like, "I fucking told him to. Like, I'm going to cut the top off of it anyway."
Correct. Yeah, who gives a shit?
Because everybody's like, man, I hate when they lift cars up like that. I was like, it's fucking junk. He told him to.
Yep. I mean, you don't want to be that guy, oh, I'm going to rip the roof off this.
Right.
Well, shit. I didn't know how bad it was, so.
Had happened many a times.
Yep.
Loader comes over there, goes through your roof. It's like, wow.
If y'all hear another voice.
Ooh.
We were just talking about the hobo class. We've got Garrett Baker in the house with us. What's up, dude?
Oh, not too much. Figure I'd come over and jump on with you guys.
Get you away from a nice, relaxing Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, you had a little bit of bad luck in the stock class, or in the hobo class.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I thought my car was ready, and I guess I had a little bit of vibration underneath of it. And, well, everything was going good until that drive shaft kicked out. And, I mean, you just have to mark it up as shit happens. The car ain't hurt. Needs to be bent down and throw the drive shaft back in.
Oh, no, it looked money.
Oh, yeah. It didn't do any abnormal shit. One wheel coming up, more than the other one. But,
Right.
I mean, because we've seen him in Paris, dude.
Well, he went back out with no fucking bumper on it.
The car was junk anyways. Car was definitely junk. I was going out there just to get rid of it.
And then he said, then he come up to me, he's like, "Can I run the street stock class too?" I was like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Of course you can.
I can send it. Little bit is there a little bit more pressure, running two classes, which you did last night. One that you're very familiar with in a van,
Comfortable.
and then the hobo side, that's a different build for you, but progressing in there.
Now, I've ran stock cars a couple times before. Nothing too crazy or exciting. And like I said, it's been a year or two. So it was definitely a kick in the balls to get back into. I was a little nervous at
It
first.
didn't look like you had forgot anything.
No, it's kind of like riding a bike, but it's still a little nerve-wracking. And one thing I will say, running two heats, I mean, I was beat, exhausted after the second one. Not necessarily from working too hard. I guess my adrenaline just shot me down or something. There just was not much left in me after that van run.
Well, it's probably having to wheel that fucking 14-mile roof sign you had on the roof of that
That was a
bitch.
sale. That was in case it went into fucking limp mode. The wind would push him across the track.
Yeah, that was my sale for the extra speed. I definitely wanted to be noticed.
It was
It
noticed.
worked. We had our sticker guy, Justin Broadhead. He was watching the live feed, and he's like, "That's a fucking roof sign."
Yes, sir. 5 foot by 4 foot.
It was a big bitch. I could say
Now,
that.
see, if everybody would run those, you'd know who was still moving and who wasn't.
Correct.
My eyesight's not that great. I gotta have a big sign, all right?
I'm pretty sure dudes in Shelbyville saw that bitch.
Ain't no shit.
Or at least Lakenan. But give it up, TJ.
Yep, TJ, and then Gander
Yep.
second, and who run third?
Well, I have this little list here.
Oh, it was Kevin's boy. It was Kevin LaFoe's son.
Yes, sir, Mr. Parker LaFoe.
Yeah.
And then Kevin with the Mad Dog.
Yeah. Which Kevin earned that. He was slamming gears.
Oh, yeah.
Off the line.
Yep. Right off rip. Well, that's the way Kevin runs.
Especially when he wants to get rid of a car.
That's right. Let's move on to your favorite.
Ah, fuck, here we go.
Track full of Bedsworths.
And Gary Robertson rented Josh Gordon's car.
And did just about as good as Josh did in Higbee.
Yeah. Josh goes, "I don't know why the fuck you want to do that."
I wasn't aware that Gary actually rented that car from him. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah, I got a Snapchat. So this is my ride for the night. And then he legit pulled out in it. And I was like, holy shit. You ain't right.
He got it put on him pretty early.
Oh, he backed up, made one shot, backed up again, and they beat the wheels off of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh said it was a $23 ball joint. He had just put it in there.
That car's wore out. It's been ran for 3 years. I can't believe it's still going.
Well, I think Josh is leaving the compact side.
Oh.
Did see he's got a Ford in the driveway.
Yep.
We all know he's a Ford guy, but
Well, I talked to him yesterday, and he's done with the compact shit. He said it is what it is. I mean, I get it. He said I dominated this shit for what, 2 years,
oh yeah,
and he did. Everywhere he
did.
went, he fucking won.
yeah,
He said they've got it. They've got the numbers now.
oh yeah.
It is
Yep.
what it is.
Mr. Tommy Bedworth pulled out the win. Scott Bedsworth in second, and Cody Bedsworth in third, and then Tommy got the Mad Dog.
I give all them shit, and Shelbina proved my fucking point. You could send somebody out there to run 2 fucking shovels into each other and then smack 2 hammers together, and that's what you've got in that class.
Yeah.
It's got where it's not fun to watch. Like, even if they are running balls out, like, the cars have been run 74 times. They don't bend anymore. Just waiting on somebody's shit not to run.
Yep.
Nothing left but a bumper and cage.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you don't have to have back tires on them. I mean, they'll drag the ass end around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They look like a paralyzed fucking dog.
Oh, shit. Let's move on to the gut and goes.
Okay, that was actually exciting.
25. That's what came to the track. And looky there.
Garrett Baker.
Garrett Baker. And this is what I even kind of said afterwards. Garrett won. Andy Parrish second. Jake Turner third. Those are 3 dudes that
you
are,
see constantly.
yes, especially the Southern Number 9 Tour over in Illinois, because we know you actually supported that a lot last year, and then you're doing it the same this year, but then it's throwing you a curveball a little bit. I mean, now you can run your SUVs.
Yeah, the SUVs are a good time over there. The number 9 shows. If you can get in a Trailblazer or a pre-ran S10 and you can plate them upright, I mean, they go out there and they just dominate. They don't bend.
Rip.
They're a good time. Hey, you know, the messed up part is we go out there with those Blazers and we just beat on each other, and a van still normally wins. It just those vans are tough.
We were at Griggsville the very first show.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
and you ran it, and he looked at me. He said, "You watch."
I still
he said,
think-
"Andy Parrish is going to win this motherfucker."
and he did.
Well, he was keeping his nose clean.
Yes, yeah. He was like, "Oh, hit the ass of it." Okay.
He was letting Brown and what's his face go after it.
Lubricks.
Yep.
Yeah.
They normally do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I still think. What'd you get over there?
Second.
Did you?
Yeah, I was trying to get out the front of that van of Andy's, but he kept tucking it up there in
Oh,
the corner.
yeah.
Couldn't get to him.
And what I like is all these guys, go junk each other's shit.
Yeah, there was nobody
Get
on that
out,
track
shake
mad
hands,
last night.
walk.
We're all friends after.
Yeah.
That's the best part about Gut and Go. You know, there's not a lot of money invested. We're all out there to have a good time. There's no arguing or fighting.
Well, the old boy that got third.
Oh, Jake?
Yeah, in the PT Cruiser.
Yep.
He had been on fire for probably 5 minutes.
We all noticed that.
And I was watching it, and all the officials, nobody even batted an eye. And I'm like, well, fuck it, because he had already seen it. And
Yeah, I talked to him afterwards. He said, "Yeah, I was watching this fire go in and out for the last 5 minutes. It'd kick up and then it'd go out."
I watched it come out of the hood. Like, I've got it on video. You can go back and look at it.
He said,
And I looked at it. I was like, and I pointed at it, and he was like, don't, shut up.
Don't say shit. I mean, but that thing got rowdy as hell.
I was ready to watch the fucking dog fight at the end of that.
Yeah.
And then,
it was tough. It took me a second to get that fucker out. I mean, that thing, I couldn't find a place to beat it right.
Yeah.
right.
Then you had the Shores kid that had the
bunny
leaf spring
hopping.
delete kit
Yeah.
and was bunny hopping across the track.
I thought he was going to set it on the fucking bumper.
Yeah. I thought I was going to nose stand there.
I did
So
too.
he jumped solid 5 foot in the
Because
air.
you could have walked underneath him.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he hit the car, he landed on the car. He didn't hit the car.
No.
He
and
just fucking...
all this shit that we're talking about is on the Hard Nose page.
Yes.
I videoed the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, the guy that rented your pickup, helmet was on the track.
Yeah.
He lost his whole helmet.
Yeah.
And it was strapped because he was right in front of me. I watched him strap it.
Yeah, that was Trey Reynolds.
Yeah, he took a shot and the helmet went flying over the hood, and I was like, well, there's not a head in it. We're good. But there was some fucking junk, dude.
He had, what's his face, fucking pestering the shit out of him.
That purple car.
Yeah.
What was his name? Zach.
Yeah. I watched him hit Garrett twice. Like
Right in my
good
strut,
ones.
too. Laid my shit over.
And I'm like, man, is he just going to keep letting him do that? They couldn't get to him.
Yep.
And finally, I'm standing there live, and I'm watching, and I see Garrett go hug up against the wall, and I was like, man, can he fit down through there? And I looked, I was like, yeah, it'll fit. And I heard, brrr, and I was like, I just turned the camera and was like, oh, he has no clue this is coming. And he was fucking with the battery, and about that time, Garrett hit him, and I watched that dude's helmet hit the fucking passenger door. He got up and was like, oh. And, I mean, blood was running. It cut the fuck out of his hand.
I have no beef with him whatsoever, but there was just enough room, and I owed him one, and he was going to catch it.
And he
This
did.
is Zach Jones.
Yeah.
Who was another? I mean, that's
But he wasn't pissed off when he got out.
Oh, no.
At all. Not even a little mad.
No.
Which he brought a used up car.
I'm pretty sure he ran that car at River City, I think. And then he turned around and run it in P Hill
Yeah, man.
or Griggsville.
Yeah.
I'd say it's done now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Garrett's back tire was in the passenger seat.
But that is just so good to watch. You know, just like I said, 25 cars on the track, full tilt, wide open.
That one poor fucking kid that had the guardrail bolted to the door skin. His buddy rubbed up against the car and fucking door skin fell off. The whole door skin. But he just had that, like, I think it was his first show.
It was.
Somebody needs to just whisper to him that, hey, you need to bolt that to the back door and the front door instead of just one door.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these kids, you know, they're those high school kids.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17 years old, and they want to do something. They want to go do it. But we would always tell you, ask,
Call.
make some calls.
Just call the promoter. They'll tell you how they want the cage in it.
They've got buddies. They live in the same town as he does.
Yep.
And all they got to say, hey, Garrett, could you kind of maybe show me how to put this in here so I don't get my fucking shit
First
blowed
off,
off
don't
in
use
half?
guardrail.
I mean, that's not really the best cage material to use, but
No, that shit is manufactured to bend.
Yes. To bend.
So that
And
you
not
don't-
kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
I won a few shows with it on the side of the van.
At least they got away from the fucking grater blade.
Yes.
That's a big plus.
Yep. Yes, they did.
Remember those days? You could hear that shit break.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was one on a car out there yesterday, actually. I swear I seen it.
I wouldn't let them.
That shit is nasty.
Every time somebody would show up with one, I was like, you're better off to take it off.
Yeah, it's just shrapnel. It's gonna grenade.
I was like, because it will kill you.
Yeah. Break, come right inside, and use your hips and
Yeah.
for a spear.
So then we get to the street stock class.
Anybody see the video? I never said any names. Last episode, I did say, you know, there's guys kind of coming back out of retirement, and which we had him on earlier in the year.
Right.
So everybody knew it. They just didn't really know where he was going. So we had C.J. Barnes make a comeback. Denton Bixel finally got to run, you know, a show close to his home, you know, 20 miles up the road. Same way with Avery, you know. So when these guys go run somewhere, they're usually having to go to Illinois or Iowa, Memphis, you know, something like that on a heavier built cars. But with the UD street stocks, that lets them do a little bit of playing can run that shit around home.
You call that what you want.
UD street stock rules.
That's what the rules were.
Well, it's not a set of rules. It's a guideline to build your car.
Fuck.
That is a good excuse. I like that.
We just hit on Austin. Austin took a pre-run, did what he could do to it.
Yep.
Ended up pulling off the win.
He was smart.
Yes, he was.
Boy's a good driver.
Yeah. There was, everybody knew that there was fucking beef going into that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
As soon as the cars came out,
Yep.
everybody knew what was up.
Now, same thing happened in Pleasant Hill last year. I mean,
yeah.
Mr. Avery Hunault got second. CJ third with the Mad Dog.
Yep.
Denton in fourth. Lost all the ball joints.
Yeah. Schaefer did that, didn't he?
Yes. I don't think that one was on purpose. I think that was just accidental, like one of those clips.
Yeah, he didn't even hit him that hard. It just enough that it slid the front end, and that track was sticky enough. It just...
Yep. Snap.
Then we got to hear Denton's motor.
Yes. We got to hear all them motors.
Mm-hmm. I still hear those motors. What are you talking
about? They're fucking gnarly. I figured it up.
Everybody was like, was that track going to shit at the end? I was like, fuck no. There was just all the every car that was on the track in the gut and go class equaled about the horsepower equivalent of one of the cars that was on the track in the street stop.
Yeah. It was woo, buddy.
I mean, because they were digging down on a hard ass track. Yeah,
They definitely did a good job putting that track together from what they had to work with. They kept beating it down, letting it dry off, beating it down, letting it dry off.
That's the way you got to do it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it rained there the night before pretty good.
Well, they had the concert on Wednesday night or whatever, and everybody was asking, or Thursday night, I think, and everybody's freaking out. Well, are you still going to have a concert? Well, yeah. Wear your fucking mud boots, stupid.
Well, and there was still grass on the track.
Yes.
At that point.
Yeah.
So, which that was the best thing to do before Derby anyway. We've talked about that. Have a concert on that motherfucker. Put about 1,500 people out there. Let them walk around on it.
Pack it down.
Yeah.
Then cut it.
Yep.
Then cut it, get down to your fresh, and then get it on.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Corey Ludington, Cadillac, did Cadillac things. Mm-hmm. I mean.
That was his Border Wars car.
Yep.
And he had the same issue at Border Wars.
Yep. Man, those Cadillacs, they're hard as fuck until they're not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah. Gary Robinson was in his car from Salisbury.
Yep. And they knocked the wheels off it.
Yep.
That looked like a ball joint issue, I think.
Did look like the right front upper.
Yeah, and then I think whenever Avery hit him that last time, it pulled it broke the upper and lower.
Yeah.
On the driver's side, because I think I seen a whole wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it got exciting.
It got real exciting. Usually,
I don't condone that shit, but man, it makes for good views.
It does. Crowd loves that stuff.
But it gives the sport a bad name too.
Correct. We talked afterwards. That's that spot where, okay, you're mad as fuck. I understand that. You're mad. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Walk off. Okay, you got me today. I'm fucking you up the next time.
Well, my deal with the whole situation is everybody's like, oh, his fucking stick was broke. Yeah, it was. He broke it after Avery was in motion. I've seen 4 different views of it. Avery was already 15 foot headed that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows, kind of rule of thumb is car in motion.
Yep.
It is what it is. Could Avery have lifted? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would Gary have lifted if the shoe was on the other foot? Probably not. So, I mean, it is what it is.
There's not. We talked about Jason Dials at Canton, Ohio, doing what he did.
That is a completely...
Correct. These heat of the moment.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's Jason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, 100%. He was dead to rights. Could have...
Oh, yes. Completely run Bruce right up
Yep.
the concrete wall and went on.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
Mm-hmm. And you just don't see that very often.
Yeah.
Especially with all the shit talking and stuff that was going on there. Like, honestly, it finished about the way I thought it was going to.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I didn't expect it any other way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, Huff was like, you ready for this? It's about to get rowdy. I was like, buddy, I wouldn't want to be in your fucking shoes. I said, if you gave me every dime you were going to make off this show, I would want to go out there and flag this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, just wait.
Just wait.
I said, because you're going to be put in a fucking situation.
Yeah. And it was a situation, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Shitty situation.
That is what it is.
Yeah. It's over. It's done. If anybody wants to see it, just get on the page and watch the video.
If anybody wants to enlighten me what the point of hitting somebody while they're wearing a fucking helmet is I'd listen. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you right now, I'll fight any motherfucker if I can wear a helmet.
I can tell you, I've seen PJ wear dude out with a helmet on.
That's fine. I'll take my chances as long as I'm wearing the fucking helmet. Like,
That's going to help a lot.
I know I can soak up at least 60% more punches.
I kind of see the drivers getting into it. That stuff makes sense,
But coming out of the fucking crowd.
Yeah, the guys coming out of the crowd just to beat someone through a window, I think that's a little out of line. And I'm not saying whatever the one did was clean and it was right.
Yeah, no.
But, that's just a little too far. Drivers, they're going to beef, period. You're
Yeah,
out there, you got a lot of
happen.
money in your cars, a lot of drama. But it needs to stay between those guys and not just all your buddies.
Correct.
That one old boy run past me on the dirt and I wanted to stick my foot out so bad. I could have. I seen him coming. I was like, if I just act like I'm walking that way, like he's going to eat shit.
But you didn't. You were a good boy.
Yeah, somebody was like, killed alive. I was like, fuck you. So I'm zooming in.
This
on
is
shit.
must-see TV, bitch.
I was like, y'all realize I have a fucking entertainment podcast, right?
This is gold.
Yes.
I've got about 100 people on Snapchat, and half the stories had that exact moment on it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So let's knock that one in the head.
For now.
Yep.
I bet it ends up revisited. Not that show, that situation.
That situation on a different show, yes, I will agree with that.
Well, there's going to be a future coming from that. They're going to meet up again. It's just,
Yeah, because I don't think anybody's hiding.
I think it's pretty well out in the open, buddy.
Yeah. Shit's going down. Just got to figure out where.
Yep. They all still have cars.
Somebody needs to tell me where it's happening.
And make sure it's the fucking week we're not in Utah.
Yeah.
Or Rapid City.
Right.
Or someplace like that.
Bristol.
Yeah. Let's not do it then.
Let's follow the cars.
So, Mr. Garrett, how did you came family derbied a little bit. Not very much,
Back
but
in the day,
a little bit.
Yeah.
How did you just go full tilt into doing this?
Buddy, it's just something to do, and the gut and goes, they're cheap enough. It's cheap entertainment. So I've always been into vehicles, buying, selling, trading, and you always get those junkers. So figured, hell, instead of trying to fix it up and sell it and lose money on it, why not have a good time and derby it? So that's what we've been doing.
Well, then he figured out he was good at it.
Well,
Yeah.
Because, we always talked about you don't ever make any money off derbying. Garrett's got to be in the green.
I'm a little in the green.
I mean, he's got to be. Because I know he's not giving full price,
Correct.
for the shit, because he's in situations where he can find cars like that. And he doesn't put extravagant cages in them. You're not putting fucking $150 door wraps on them. No. Like, he's bolting a set of fucking tires on them, welding a bumper on the front of it, and rolling on.
I hate hearing people say, oh, I'm a cheater, blah, blah, blah. You're allowed 2 plates. I don't run any plates. I put on a decent front bumper that I've got, my old roof sign, some door bars, and I go out there and we run them.
Yep.
I do have a preference on vehicles. A lot of people like cars because they're faster, more nimble. I like the vans. It's just my preference. I think if you stick with a car and the more you run it, the more you can figure out about them, where their weak points are.
100%. That is not just the gut and go class. That runs all the way across.
Yeah.
But we've actually talked several times, it's not like it used to be. If you're going to get a sedan, most guys want the W body stuff. Them fuckers are not cheap. So everybody's thinking, man, I don't want to go out here and waste this $1,000 car.
Right.
For a chance at $800 to $1,000 to win it, knowing I'm probably not going to get a second run at this. But when that van happens, or the SUVs, you guys get multiple runs out of that shit.
So on average, I normally get 3 good runs out of a van, a 4th if it's, you know what I mean. I've had decent derbies. I mean, another thing about them is there's parts everywhere. Everyone's grandma has one sitting in their backyard. They're easy to come across. What I do to find them actually is I'll ride around in bigger towns and I'll just look in people's backyards and I go up there and I knock on the doors. That's how I get them. I normally go try to buy about 5 at a time and run until they're gone.
It works. It has worked. You guys don't run door wraps. You have 3 letters down the side.
Yep.
What's it stand for?
Listen, everyone else had a team name. We didn't have anything to go by last year. And I had some younger kids on there, and they were spitting some things off on our team, I meant. And I started winning a couple of them and placing every time. And they're just like, man, you're just big dick swinging. So, well, I don't know about that, but that's
and then it stuck.
Yeah. So we're BDS.
So you're BDS, and now you've usually 3 deep, sometimes 4 or 5 deep.
Well, the thing is like I said, normally my bands have 3 or 4 runs out of them. I try to run a fresh one when I can, and I don't tear them apart till they're junk. So I have 8 or 9 cage setups, not counting door bars, talking about 4 points. Mm-hmm. So I just leave them in there, and my buddies like to run. So if I have something left, hey, that band needs a strut. Put a strut in it, an axle in it, go run it. And we'll come over there and we'll run together.
What I really liked is the other night at Griggsville, Mr. Brett White
Yep.
got his first win in one of your leftover vans.
Yep.
That was cool as shit to watch.
Yeah, that was a Mercury Villager. Like I said, no plates. Was allowed 4 plates of that show. Didn't have 1. The ass end on that rolled up, and it just tough girl.
Yep.
That van has 3 runs on it, a second and 2 firsts, and it's still good to go. It pushed the Trailblazer on the trailer after the Derby. Swear.
Fuck a skid steer. Don't need skid steers. We got Villagers.
That's a fact.
Your summer, the rest of your summer, and I know this is bad. We're in almost the middle of July right now. How many shows do you have left?
I don't keep track. If there's one in a weekend, and it's within an hour and a half, I'm going. The vehicle isn't really concerned because I can get one this week and build it in, a day, no problem. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, if there's one within an hour and a half and I'm free, I'm going.
See, he's not secretive.
No.
Oh, no.
The rest of these other motherfuckers, I don't know where I'm going. I just put a transmission in it Thursday. Shut up. You knew where you were going, fool. But these guys don't do that.
Derbies, they know I'm showing up. It's like, where's he at? And they're messaging me. It's like, I'm on my way, you fuckers. Hold on.
Yeah, because I could be like, well, I'm going to go to Griggsville, or I'm going to go to P Hill, or I'm going to go to wherever, and 71 Roof, son. Well, I guess he's here too.
You're going to see me in a van or a Trailblazer.
Did you, over the winter, when you guys were getting everything lined out, did you set any goals? For yourself or for your team? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to win these fucking points. I want to win the Southern number 9 points again.
No, I won Huffy's points show last year. And I believe I'm in first right now, too. Actually, I don't know for a fact, but I've got to be pretty high in number 9 points, too. Mm-hmm. But like I said, if it's that weekend, I'm going to run it. I'm not just going for his shows or just his shows.
Correct.
I'm going to run everywhere.
Like this weekend coming up.
I'll be there Friday.
I ain't saying shit.
There might be a couple extras. You never know what's going to happen.
I ain't saying shit. Is there a possibility?
There's a possibility. This rain keeps doing what it's doing. I will for sure be there.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I don't have to fucking work. I'll go whip one of these fucking vans around and see what it's all about.
It's a good time. Like I said, there's no hurt feelings. Everyone's going out there to have a good time. Oh, what I was going to say earlier about Gut and Goes. When you first go out there, like I said, there is a bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids out there just going balls to the wall. First 3 minutes, that's the determining factor if you're going to do okay or not, because you got to protect your front end because they're coming.
That is the only class I've ever watched. In 3 minutes, you can go from 25 cars to 8.
Yep, that fast.
35 cars.
To 8.
I'm not shitting. I've seen it. Within a matter of 3 fucking minutes. And you'll have 19 airbags go off in that time.
It was. You
And I
used to
love
make
it.
bets
Oh, we did.
on radio. How many? 3.
Whenever we were putting shows on, Derek and I, we had a running bet. He's like, how do you think? I'm like, I don't know. Probably 3 this time.
These car manufacturers are getting good at hiding them bastards. Every once in a while, there's one up under the dash, and it's like, oh, shit.
My favorite one is the side curtain airbags, because after they go off, like they don't hurt anything or anything, but you've got 2 guys in the front seat trying to hold these fucking curtains
I
up.
can see
Yeah,
shit
try
out
to
of
beat
this
them up
thing.
real quick so they can see.
No, it's an enjoyable class to watch. I really do enjoy
It
it.
is keeping these local shows moving.
Oh, yes.
Nobody wants to hear that.
No one wants to hear that at all. And
But you take 3 other classes didn't have the fucking turnout
As one did.
as one did.
well, like it or not, I know a lot of people don't like gut and go, but that's the future of our sport. I mean, them kids they're gonna up class. They're gonna be like,
Yes.
okay, my dad's running a big car. I can't afford that. I'm 17 years old. I'm making $12 an hour. Well, they can afford a gut and go. That's how they get started. That's how they're getting interested into the sport.
And you're building some fucking drivers.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have 10 plates. You can't lock those in. They're
Nope.
you got to drive that shit.
Yep.
If not, you'll be wadded up in the corner.
Just like Big D was last night. He's gonna fucking drive through my house. Is what he's gonna do.
I walked over there with him on the live, and I was like, "You want me to kick that hood? Try to push you off there?"
He was stuck like Chuck.
Well, whenever he was burping the throttle, it was moving. Like, it was sliding back off the dirt. And I'm like, hey, keep doing that. And they timed him out. But I was like, you're getting closer.
Are you talking about that compact car?
Yeah.
No, I noticed whenever he was up on the wall, he reached in the back and there was a ratchet strap hooked to
No, that was Ronnie.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that was Ronnie Pickens. He pulled his ratchet strap, I think, from around his tank and was trying to use it
As a throttle cable.
a throttle cable.
He lost his throttle cable. He's like, fuck, I got to do something.
Yeah, that's another thing where people, give us a bunch of stupid, dumbass rednecks. How many people would have thought like that on the fly or on the go? Was like, hold on, I know I don't have any gas, but I got a ratchet strap back here.
Yeah.
Let's rig this shit up so I can get off the wall. And then he was really nut punched when they told him to break it off, because he just figured it out. And
Right.
just 20 more seconds, he would have got off the wall. But, no, man. What?
I run into his car in the tech line. Like, Ronnie's. Like, he was teching, and I've got that ranch hand on my dually. Mm-hmm. They were all sitting around it, and I wham, run into that end.
You don't want that smoke.
I got insurance.
So, dude, is there, are you looking to the future at all?
Well, that's kind of why I got into the hobo class. I mean, don't get me wrong, gut and go is a great time. I just, it's time to step up and try something out a little bit more. Business has been good. Money's been coming in, so I figured I had a little extra to spend. There's definitely a lot more competition. I mean, everyone else knows how to build their cars. It's not like I'm jumping in a gut and go and I just know it all, because I don't.
Correct.
And,
It's a new learning curve. It's a new learning experience.
yeah.
You can't not make a yoke break.
Right.
It's not something that you did when that shit happens. It's just, shit.
Yep.
It does. It happens.
And it happens.
A lot. I mean, you see trailing arms break.
Yeah.
You know, with just a dumb, like not even getting hit in the wheel. I've seen people get clipped in the trunk and spun around, break fucking trailing arm. Well, you know what's coming next.
All of it.
Yep, the drive shaft's coming.
All of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your motor sounded, I mean, it sounded decent last night.
Yeah, I mean, you can go hit the key right now. It'll fire right up. No other issues happened other than I lost the drive shaft. I only ran 2 plates. I was allowed 4. So I'll bend it down and I'll be in Lewistown.
Now you got your other 2. See, he just said it.
Yeah.
There ain't no secretive shit.
No, there's not.
So how many derbies did you run last year?
18.
And placed in 11 of them.
Yep.
Fuck, I don't even know if I went to that many derbies to watch last year.
You didn't. I know you didn't. And that's talking big shit, too.
Yeah.
You didn't go. There ain't no. I ain't even right sure if I did. And I thought I went to like all of them.
And he fucking placed in 11 of them?
Yep.
How many have you ran so far this year?
6.
Have you placed in every one but one?
I placed in all of them.
You did?
Yeah. I've got 1 third, 2 seconds, and 3 firsts.
Well, whenever they come out with like baseball style cards, his stats are going to look fucking amazing.
93% winning percentage.
It's just my time. I mean, you're either the hammer or the nail, and I mean, I know it's coming eventually. You know, dumb shit happens. The beginning of last year, I had a lot of issues with axles. You know, I learned that as long as you're not full tilt turning and on it, you know, you normally don't spit them out as bad. So that's something that I learned from going into this, and that helps a lot. But there's always something dumb that can happen. But like I said, you keep running the same car, learning what you need to do. And
you know what I'm surprised we don't see more issues with in that gut and go class, and that's fuel pumps. Mm-hmm. Because nobody's putting new fuel pumps in these things. I mean, they're whatever was in it when you bought the fucking thing.
yeah, mine was still under the van last night.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to do that. I've told you this and told you this that I don't like putting tanks inside. Fuck that. Not unless you've got an actual
Real
yeah.
tank, real lines,
Yes.
regulator, pump.
Like, I'm good with it then.
Good
But
shit.
whenever they're like, yeah, put that stock tank in that back seat, I'm like, fuck, don't do that.
I don't want to get dead.
Well, it's like that kid that showed up at Paris. I was like, how much fucking gas is in this thing? He's like, I don't know. It said it had 3/4 of a tank in it. I'm like, fuck.
28 gallon tank.
It's like, it gets fucking 28 mile a gallon. Fuck.
You can run till tomorrow.
Yeah, well, fuck it. No, till next weekend. Fuck.
Do you see yourself? I mean, you're going to the hobo class. Couple years of staying there before maybe going up to street stock class or something like that, or do you want nothing to do with the street stock shit?
You know, I think it's the coolest thing to go and watch when there's a bunch of those cars. I think what they do is awesome. People really enjoy that stuff. It's way too much money for me personally to get into. I don't personally see myself doing it as of right now. If things kick off and, you know, I'm rolling in it, we're doing good things. Sure, you know, I would love to support our local derbies with that kind of stuff, but as of right now, no. My plan with the hobo car, which I've told everyone this, I plan on running hobo in a couple, you know, get all my plates on there. And then I'll upclass it if I have something left, you know what I mean? We'll run a stock class. Street stock, I'm not ready for that yet.
Honest.
Well, I mean, he's not going to have enough guys move up with him to that, you know, that run, because like he said, there's some younger kids and stuff that don't have the funds to do that. And you're talking trying to kick out, you know, $2,000, $30,000 cars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And whether, I'm sure I'll catch some shit over this, whether everybody likes it or loves it or hates it, you better have fucking friends if you go to the street stock class.
You're fucking A right, buddy.
And they better be real fucking good. Well, I mean, I'm not going to call anybody out or say anything, but we've seen some guys jump up to that street stock class and just go get their dog ass kicked every fucking time. Mm-hmm. Like, at what point are you like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me?
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah, like, back down. Fuck it.
Well, because I think people, and I'm probably going to catch some shit for this. I think they feel that they're inferior or get embarrassed if they go back down.
Oh, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but fuck that.
Well, okay, I've worked my way up here, but now I'm getting my ass whipped. It's embarrassing to go back down.
If I'm being honest with you, I've noticed almost the opposite of it because I've seen a lot of people in bigger cars that are stepping down to hobo cars just because a lot less money, a lot easier to build.
You're fucking A right.
And they want to get out there and run. I mean...
Yeah, look like Jaden. Look at Turk.
Well,
you know.
It don't even matter. Like, everybody's got a fucking job. Like, almost all these guys that are running, they have a fucking job. Well,
Or 10.
yeah, it's like you don't have time to build 3 street stock cars a year because they take 2 months to build.
Yep.
And I don't know a lot of people that can be like, all right, well, I'm going to take off work for the next 3 fucking weeks so I can finish this car and go run for $1,200.
Mm-hmm. Or $1,500 or $2,500.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Not when you got that in the transmission.
Right. I like the hobo and the stock, you know, the semi-stock or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, 6 plates, 4 down tubes, 5 lugs, tank protector.
Yeah.
Replica bumper, lower cradle. That's a budget class.
I mean, it's still a lot of money for the people listening. But
Well, it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've said it.
But like my little junkie setup, I mean, you know, $5,000 to $7,000 will put you in a killer fucking stock setup.
Mm-hmm.
I've got $7,000 in my hobo. You're gonna make me cry.
But you had a motor built,
Right.
you know. So there's a big chunk right there.
I wanted quality parts. Last time I went in it, like I said, I didn't even run a slider when I ran last time. So I wanted to have decent parts when I went into it. And it still doesn't always work out, but
Yeah.
I feel like I still had a better chance than what I would have had. So
Yeah. I still can't get over fucking 11 out of 18 shows.
You know, we need to ask a few of the other Gecko guys that we talked to, like Cody Meyer. I'd like to know what his
he's up there.
his
for sure.
average looks like.
He's not going to be far off. I'd say normally he places in most shows too.
Yeah, I mean, almost anywhere that dude goes, he places too.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good driver.
Have you all crossed paths yet?
Yep.
Palmyra.
A couple times. Actually, I still have his neck brace from 2 years ago. He let me borrow it, and every time I see him, I tell him I'll give it back to him and just have it.
We'll come back and talk to Garrett a little bit more. Do you want to touch on Warrington real quick? Because
Warrington had them a little bit of a show
yeah.
last night. Mr. Eric Reed pulled off the street stock win.
I seen that.
Mr. Dale Colbert pulled off second place in the stock car. I'm sure Lola, you won the Power Wheels because that shit had Hard Nosed Derby podcast all over it. It looks like Derbies of the Show Me State were there.
Yep.
So if you weren't there to see that in person, you can get right on their page and go back and watch their
I
stuff
was gonna
too.
check that out while I was
Yep.
in the recliner tonight.
I didn't get to do that. I've been gone all day.
Yeah, your fucking burn ass head looks
I had a
like
hat on.
backwards.
Son of a bitch.
I can see it.
I had it on right for a little while, but I told him.
Yeah, she was like, your neck's getting sunburnt. So, of course, I turned it around. So
Yeah,
now I
you
got
got
my
a half
forehead
moon.
toasted. Yeah. Cool. But it looks like their car count wasn't a normal Warrington car count.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do I need to say it?
Yeah, fuck it, say it.
Well, change promoters. I mean, shit happens.
That's right. You know, so.
You got to go with who's got the following.
Correct.
And these county fairs and fair boards are finally learning that. You know, if you don't have the numbers to fucking prove it, that you can put on a show there, they're not going to take you anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because how many we watched last year that were just getting fucked around by promoters and stuff? They're like, fuck it, we just want to have a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's part of that sport dying.
Uh-huh.
There's no reason why this sport should ever die anywhere for a long time.
No.
Cars are being made every day.
Yeah.
As long as there's still junky ass cars out there, that I mean, the sport shouldn't die. But it's just like everything else that the American public does. They'll run the motherfucker in the ground.
Mm-hmm. But,
Pretty good at that.
you know, Zur and his crew, I think they're doing a bang-up job over there. They're not branching too far out. They're not trying to go across state.
Well, you're talking about Zur. I mean, he's going to be at Bristol.
He's going to be checking with Austin Johnson at Bristol.
Yeah. And I wonder if that won't help them out promoting a little bit. Like, people want to see what his tech style is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not everybody's gone through his tech. There's been a lot of people that go through Austin Johnson's tech.
Right.
You know, as long as Austin's been doing it compared
Yes.
to how long Zur's been doing, you know, the teching and the promoting side and not just the building and the machining side.
Which he's a bad motherfucker at that, too.
Yeah, but I haven't even, don't know if you get to go Saturday or not, but I'm going to make my way to Troy and go check them out.
Well, it depends on what happens Friday.
That'd be right. I'm gonna go support Dale, which we said last week. Sorry, Casey, we did not mean to offend you about wanting to fight dudes.
I don't think she was a fan.
Did get a message.
What, she want to fight you?
No.
KCC, you're proving her point.
But no, I'm gonna go down there. Like I said, I've never been to Troy. Different promoter.
I've been down there a couple times. They've got a badass track.
Do they?
Yeah. It is your textbook, picture perfect county fair derby. Track's there, and if you stand on the right side of the track, you can take a picture, and there's carnival rides and all that shit. You know, Lincoln County Fair.
But I'm gonna go hang out with Mr. Chad Rhodes,
There you go.
little Troop C. I ain't got to hang it with him for a minute, but hopefully he don't get too crazy because I need to go home.
Well, there's hotels there.
There is hotels there. I stay in enough hotels. I don't want to stay in Troy because I can crash in Chad's shop. He's got a couch.
There you go.
Sure, the editor would be so proud.
I'm pretty sure you know the editor doesn't give a shit.
Bouncing around a little bit here. Did you happen to see that tank that I took pictures of?
Did.
What do you think of that?
Very nice.
Sharp.
Yep. I didn't know the Pegger Head could weld so good.
I don't know if he welded those.
I was trying to give him a little credit.
I know that he cut everything out.
Yes.
I'm guessing Dino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Fisher built.
Yep, that tank.
They're
is
fucking
slick.
sharp.
They did look nice.
Yep.
I like the baffle setup in them. It's got X baffles in it, and it's welded solid. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about them coming loose. And it looked like he might have stopped, like he can fill the tank up without sloshing fuel. Because the cap setup he's got, it's not like, when everybody was building the aluminum tanks and shit that had the pipe thread tops on them, and they would stick, and then you would strip all the threads off of them.
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't like that. This is just like that, except completely opposite.
How the fuck it? It's just like it, but not the same.
The exact same, only different.
Yes. But hit him up if you're looking for one of those. You can get on our Hard Nose page on Facebook, and I took some pictures of it. I think he's kind of dipping his toes in the water as far as like mass producing them, but I guarantee if you hit him up, he can hook you up with one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they look really nice. I want to see. You always say you want to see something proven,
Right.
but it's kind of hard to do that.
I'm going to. I'm going to prove it at Bristol.
That's going to be where it's going to be shown where it's proven or not.
Well, if you just give me a sponsorship with one, I will prove them for you. And
See, Dino?
Now, see, you need to build one of those for a van.
yeah, I need a 6-gallon, and
That ought to be half the price, right?
Hell, they'll send that bitch. I guarantee he's going to be at Macon.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
So you can try it right there.
There you
6
go.
gallon, that's
Dino.
all you need is 6.
yep.
Dino, listen.
Here you go. You're called out, Dino.
Dino, 6 gallon.
I need a sponsorship, buddy.
Get on it, fool.
Well, have we harassed Garrett enough?
Still can't get over the fucking 11.
Well, the fact that I didn't go to that many derbies to watch and he ran in them, fuck that. I like the sport. I like the sport a lot. Just holy shit, that's your whole summer.
Yeah.
That's your whole fucking summer.
Well, my kids, they love going to fairs when that's
Right.
going on. They like the derbies. And most of our friends go to the derbies too. They
Right.
bring their kids, so they enjoy that.
Well, what was cool is at Griggsville, he was riding rides with his kids before he derby.
We were derbying in the, what do you call it? The
Bumper cars.
Yeah, I was giving it to them.
I was just feeding them the beans. But no, that's why we've always said that this sport, with how it can progress with the kids, that's where most of the kids start: Power Wheels, go-karts, something like that.
Yes.
Just get them to move, and then they're like, hold on, I can hit that other guy right there, and
Yes.
I'm cool with it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. And then usually it's all fun and games after that. But
I have all kinds of videos of my kids wanting to ride in the derby cars. They love it. And they'll get them there. My hobo car there at Shelbina, he was getting in it, revving it up. He loves it. He wants to be on a derby so bad. And he's not old enough, not even close. But
because how old is he?
He is 7.
Well,
He's getting close.
yeah.
I think 12, right?
Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Because Border Wars was 8 to
14?
14 or 8 to 15. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a good driver. I guess
Well,
that's what he can do.
Whenever we was out in Ohio, I swear that kid, he had a booster seat in that car. I'm not joking.
I don't know if he was that young. I think he might have been 10.
Maybe.
So he's getting to that stage,
Yeah.
where you can let him send it somehow.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to bulk him up. Make sure he doesn't have power steering the first run.
Make all his arms break.
You don't need this belt. You'll be fine.
Oh,
My daughter's a daredevil. That's when it's going to get bad. She's only 5, but when she gets in there, she's got a crazy bone in her.
Oh, God.
Oh, God's right.
Well, maybe we'll get to see somebody out of that compound drive hard.
You're such a dick.
It is what it is.
But no, man. Do you need to get, got any sponsors that are helping you out? Certain buddies, companies, other than, tree cutting business.
Yeah, my uncle, he sponsored me at this last derby. He paid for my cars to get in. That's why he put that big sign on the top. Baker Professional Services. Baker's Car Wash there in Shelbina. That's where majority of it comes from.
So keep washing your cars.
Yeah.
That's right. Keep having storms where they got to go cut all their fucking trees down.
Yep, trees and cars. We need more vans. So.
Well, like I said, we're going to Troy. At least I am.
It might be in Lewistown.
I think it's kind of the gauntlet weekend
It
up
is.
north too, because Lewistown is actually Friday night and Memphis is actually Friday night as well.
Yeah, we'll probably divide and conquer. If I can get to Lewistown, I'll do some videoing and shit there.
You're going to be in Lewistown, buddy.
And then
Next episode has a very good possibility of being really stupid. We're just throwing that out there.
Really sore.
and then we got some big shows coming up.
That's right. Bowling Green.
Yep.
2 weeks after this one drops.
Yep.
And we will be there set up
Yep.
doing some video stuff there. Well, I'm going to live feed the whole thing because they don't have anybody videoing it. So
We already got that okay.
I don't have to worry about stepping on anybody's dick.
I think the boss man already gave us that okay.
Does he remember that?
We talked before he was
I'm
hammered.
just fucking with you.
He was we talked before hammered and then after. But,
And wow.
And wow, yes. And wow. But dude, good run last night. good luck for the rest of the summer. I'm sure you're going to run another 147 times somewhere. Hell, he's liable to show up in Utah.
Ain't no shit. Anybody got a van out there? Hell, he'll drive it out there.
Just our rental, the one that we get.
Gumby might not like that.
Junk it as soon as we're done. So, no, man, good luck. Thanks for coming on with us.
Yeah, I
know
appreciate it.
It's been a while. I think since the first time was talk,
Yeah.
get them in here. It's a bitch with everybody's schedules. And then, especially when they derby 147 times in the summer.
Oh, shit.
So,
Yeah, it's usually hard to get somebody to come do this after they've ran. Mm-hmm. Especially two cars the night before.
Oh, I was so exhausted. I was beat down.
well, didn't, like I said, the second car didn't look like he was beat down. So, congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the summer.
Yep.
Got any last words?
Oh.
Make jump, boys. This episode is brought to you by Broadhead Decals. From door wraps and roof signs, window stickers and banners, let Broadhead Decals take care of all your vinyl needs with only quality products used.
Justin's graphic design abilities will get you everything you could ever want. With super fast shipping, their turnaround time is second to none. So let Broadhead Decals take you to the next level.
If you don't use Broadhead Decals,
Then
fuck you.